Do you ever feel a pinching sensation in your shoulders or tightness in your lower back? You might not realize it yet, but you might be dealing with poor posture. This can cause pain. The good news, we can fix it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple but proven routine to correct the two most common posture issues that are likely causing your shoulder and lower back pain. Those posture issues are kyphosis, or that hunched upper back, and lordosis, or that really tight excessive arch in the lower back. We're not just going to stretch muscles today. We're going to release tight joints, we're going to mobilize your body, and we're going to activate the correct muscles to fully realign your body back into balance. And you're going to have a full routine that you can do in just 5 minutes that I recommend doing 3 times a week. This is going to produce real results that are going to realign your body and having you feeling like a new person. So out here in front of me, I have 3 different materials here today. I have a foam roller, I have a lacrosse ball, and I also have a simple band. That's basically all you're gonna need. So what we're gonna do is first, we're gonna focus on releasing the sacrum, or the SI joint. So this gets really tight sometimes when people sit a lot or are inactive for part of the day. And the SI joint is, you could find it if you find this little bone right at the base of your tailbone. And there's going to be a small round little bone on both sides. So what I like to do is I get this lacrosse ball and I'm going to go right below the bone to start. I'm going to put it right under here. And I'm just going to roll it around under the bone, and I'm going to look for any tight spots. What I'm going to do is lift up the leg on the same side and really just dig into that tight spot. And we're going to hold here for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, we're going to now go right above the bone and repeat, looking for a tight spot, and then just hold on the tight spot. Now we take it, we go to the left side, same thing. Hold for 30 seconds and above the bone as well, looking for a tight spot and holding for 30 seconds. And you might find that you have one particular tight spot that is causing a lot of the pain. So we've just done the releasing, and now what we're going to do is stretching. So my 2 favorite stretches to follow this release are the Pigeon Stretch, and I'm going to show you one more T-spine stretch that's really good. So let's start with the Pigeon Stretch. I'm going to have this hip, instead of facing outwards, I'm going to turn the foot facing the same direction as my body. So then I'm going to, if I'm up here, I'm going to work to slide my leg back, really opening up, and then I can actually rest out in front of me and relax. And then we're going to repeat on the other side. So going about 45 seconds per side. So for this, what I'm going to do is have one foot outstretched. This knee is going to rest on the foam roller. This hand is going to come up, and I'm going to try to get this left shoulder blade to come all the way to the floor. If you're having trouble getting it to the floor, what you can do is a couple repetitions like this, breathing out, and eventually you should get there or get pretty close. You could also take this right hand, place it, and hold it down. So we're going to do 45 seconds on each side. Right foot here, coming out here, and I'm going to look towards this hand, and we're going to hold. If I need, place hand on the knee. Next thing we're going to release for lordosis, besides the SI joint, is we're going to release the hip flexors. So if you're sitting all day, you're in this position where your knees are up, and this causes your hip flexors to get really tight. So 2 options here. The easier option is to use a foam roller. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the foam roller on one side, and we're just going to roll on it and look for any tight spots, and we're going to hold for perhaps 30 seconds or so. So I go here, find a tight spot, we're holding, until I get to 30 seconds. After that, I'm going to switch sides. Make sure it's not going to be on the quad. That's a different muscle. Hip flexor is right in this pocket in between the pelvis. So, and notice my middle of my pelvic area is off of the foam roller, so I'm really on the edge of this. I find a tight spot, hold 30 seconds, and then what we're going to do, since we just released it, we're going to stretch it. So to stretch it, what we're going to do is one knee on the floor. So imagine we just released the left side. So what I'm going to do is, you want to make sure that a lot of people have this really hyper arched lower back if they have lordosis. So you want to do is already, before we even get into the stretching position, try to straighten that out. And then from here, we're going to lean forward. And we do this by pressing the glute forward. And we're really going to feel that. You don't have to be going really far, because I could be going this far and I feel nothing because I'm actually just extending through my lower back. So watch the difference when I keep my lower back really straight and I'm already feeling it, and I'm not even halfway as far downwards because I'm pressing my glute forward and I'm doing the posterior pelvic tilt, which I'll teach you in a second, with my lower back. 30 seconds that side, and same thing on the other side, going 30 seconds. Next, what we're going to do, we've released, then we stretched. Now what we're going to do is strengthen. So first exercise I'm going to show you is a posterior pelvic tilt march. So this position right here, what I'm going to do is, if I have this space here on the floor, I'm going to make sure I press down into the space. So right here I could feel these intrinsic core muscles working, and from here I'm already going to be doing the right thing. And for some of you that might just be enough, but for others, what I want you to start doing is, while you keep this pressure down into the floor, flattening out the back, you're going to do 20 marches. And this is going to train your body to keep your spine straight while you're moving your hips. So 20 of those, just like this. And if you need to keep your hand there to make sure that you're pressing downward, that's okay. And in the beginning, while you're learning this, you might need to keep your hand there. We're going to do posterior pelvic tilt bridges. Or right here, I'm going to press down, and then I'm going to come up with a bridge, squeezing those glutes and coming down. Now, if when I come down, I'm already getting that space again, I'm just going to re-engage, pressing back into the floor and coming up. Come down, re-engage, and back up. Come down, re-engage, and back up. And we're going to do 20. Now, if you're advanced and you want to do single leg, you could do 10 and 10. So that's going to look like this. I re-engage, up, re-engage, up. And each time you're doing that, you're going to be feeling your core and your glutes, the bird dog. So what we want to do is, we're going to start out in a position with our knees below our hips. Our hands are below our shoulders. And from this position, also could prop your feet up like this. You want to keep what's called a neutral spine. So you don't want to be too much like this. You also don't want to be too much with the spine extended. You want to be in a neutral position. And from here, what I want to do is stick my opposite hand and foot out, keeping my core very tight. Now, what you don't want to do is either overextend like this, and you also don't want to do is rotate like this. And I'm exaggerating, but what you want to do, and I'm going to put this foam roller on my back, is you want to be so stable, in your movements, that the foam roller is not going to move. And this is a really good test. If I can make sure the foam roller is not moving, it means I have control of my back and of my posture. And that's already got me winded, because to do this correctly, I'm working to keep my whole core stable and my spine in a locked in position. So just like we did with the Lordosis, we're going to use this foam roller, and we're going to release your upper back or your mid back slash upper back, which can get kind of tight. And we want that thoracic spine area in general to be mobile. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to release it, coming over the area, the parallel area behind your chest in your back. So you're going to be in this position here. You're going to keep your pelvis tilted upwards, so we don't want to be extended in the lower back. We want to keep it up, and we're going to put that pressure on the mid back. I'm going to turn from side to side. I'm going to see if I have any tight areas. See, I feel one here, and I'm going to move towards that area. Lift up my arms. I'm going to put pressure on that trigger point, and I'm going to hold 30 seconds. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. You can also, if it's applicable to you, come here under the lat and on the other side and do that as well. After we've released that area, we're then going to stretch. Get my elbows onto this foam roller, and we're not extending the lower back. We're keeping it stable. And I'm just going to walk my elbows forward, and then you just kind of want to think about sinking your chest down. And we're going to hold 30 to 45 seconds. I'm going to get my hand above shoulder height. I'm going to slightly bend my knees, drive my hips back, keeping my spine straight until I feel this lat stretch. I can also turn towards opening up my chest more, opening up this way, and I'll do the same on the other side. 30 seconds each. After you've done 30 seconds on each side, I'm going to grab my handy dandy band. What we're going to do here are band pull-aparts. So we've already done our release, we've done our stretch of the chest, and now what we're going to do is really lock in those results. So put my hands out here in a zombie-like position. The farther apart this is, the easier it is. Closer it is, the harder it's going to be. And I'm just going to pull straight out until I get this squeeze of my shoulder blades. Not sure if you could see, but just trying to squeeze that scapula together. I'm pulling straight outwards. So elbows are straight, just pulling straight out. Each time I'm doing it, I'm opening up my chest, and if I can also try to get this band to touch my chest. If it's touching way up here, something's kind of going wrong. It should be touching either at the sternum, hands are still up here, and each time I'm doing it, I'm really opening up the chest. What we want to do is 3 sets of 20 of these. Alright, next what I'm going to do are some standing shoulder external rotations. Now, a bit awkward here with the materials I have, but let's see if we can make do. One of these bands, let's start with my elbows locked in here, and we're just going to be lifting up. By the end of this, I'm going to go for 90 degrees on both sides, and instead of letting my whole arm collapse, I'm just going to keep the elbow there like it's like a door hinge, and we're just rotating, pulling up. And while I'm doing this, I'm also, that same muscle I was using with the band pull-aparts, I'm engaging it, keeping my chest open. What we did with the Lordosis, I'm keeping my spine neutral, So we're all locked in, all good posture, up and down, and we're really working. And you can use a lighter band. This one isn't easy. So that's what I recommend. This entire sequence, if you only have lordosis, you can focus on that. If you only have kyphosis, you can focus on that sequence. But for a lot of people, these two posture issues go together like peanut butter and jelly. So what I recommend is the full sequence. It'll only take 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. You can also just do one set of each of the exercises if it's taking too long, especially the bird dog, which is a hard one, and these pull-aparts. You could just do one set of all the strength exercises, one set of all the releases, and I recommend doing at least 5 minutes per day, 5 times a week for the best results. So look down in the description for the full routine. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Sassoon Fit, for more videos like this. Smash the like button if you like this content. I very much appreciate it. And be with me in the next video. We're going to put out all sorts of content like this.